going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope everybody is doing great. I hope everybody is still trading and everybody is still subscribed to my channel. It's been a couple of weeks since I jumped back into the trading game. Well, not so much trading, but I was looking at the charts and I started analyzing the charts just to keep myself busy, just to keep myself occupied in the free time that I had. I started making predictions, right? I started making predictions like I used to. I started marking the charts. I started looking at the different time frames and I started looking at the different indicators and the strategies. And I'm not gonna lie, I had almost forgotten how it felt to actually trade, because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I have not been so active in the crypto trading market because the market is just crashing right now. There's not many buying opportunities or trading opportunities. So it's been a couple of months since I stopped trading at all. So I was just randomly analyzing the US 30 chart one day, right? And I saw this trade on the 5-minute time frame and I was like, damn, this is one of those trades where I just close my eyes and I enter the market, right? And it was one of those types of trades where I would risk it all, where I would just invest everything I had. And so it felt so good, right? And I was like, damn, I need to make a video on this, because this is one of those trades where I have shared the same exact trading setup so many times. It's all over my Instagram, it's all over my YouTube, it's all over my Telegram. It's just the perfect trade setup where I see the criteria that's being fulfilled and I enter the market without any second thoughts. And so before we jump into the video, I would like to mention here, there's going to be a link in the description and the pinned comment below, the first comment, which will take you to Binance.com, which is the world's biggest crypto trading platform. You can buy, you can sell, you can trade, you can swap, you can do whatever you want on the platform. And so if you don't have an account by any chance, you can go through my link, you can sign up, and it will give you 20% discount on every time you trade crypto. And also, I'll be leaving a link to my Twitch channel where I stream every single day. I don't know how many of you guys know that, but I've been streaming on Twitch since a couple of months, every single day. Streaming video games is one of the things I've been most consistent with in the past couple of months, so I really appreciate it. If you're a gamer and if you could spare a few moments and come chill, hang out with me, I'd really appreciate it. It means the world to me. Having said that, let's jump into the video. Okay, so over here I have the US 30 open up on tradingview.com on the 5-minute time frame. So also I would like to mention over here that for those of you who don't understand what some of the words that I'm going to be using mean in this video, there's a playlist on my channel called Institutional Trading. You can click on that and you can go through as many videos as you want, or as many videos as it takes for you to start understanding these words, because I'm gonna assume that you already are familiar with these terms, and I'm just gonna run through all of them real quick. So on the 5-minute time frame, I analyzed this on the 5-minute time frame. By the way, I shared the before and after picture of this trade on my Instagram and in my Telegram as well. So before somebody says this is all in the past and this is in hindsight and this is really easy, there's a before and after picture, okay, before everything happened. So the first thing that I look for in a downtrend, okay, this is a buying setup, okay, this is a buying setup. And so a buying setup is always going to be in a downtrend. Okay, let me just delete all of this. Okay, so this is going to be a buying setup in a downtrend. So what this means is that the market is falling down, is falling, and then comes a time where the market reverses for a little bit, and that is where we are going to try and enter for a buy or a call. Okay, so we are going to trade the reversal. We are going to trade for the upside. Over here, when the market is falling down, okay, I don't know how many of you remember this, but I said that these type of setups happen at the peak of a trend. Either it's going to be at a peak of an uptrend or at the peak of a low downtrend. So what I'm looking for over here is for this setup to happen at the bottom of a downtrend. Okay, so the market is falling. There comes a time when the market reverses. So this is going to be a pattern of a downtrend, right? There's a low, there's a high, there's a low, there's a high, there's a low. When does the trend reverse? It reverses when, instead of continuing lower, the market comes back up and creates a higher high and a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? Now, when this happens, right, when the first low and the previous lowest high is broken and the new highest high is created and a higher low is created, this is where we are going to try and look for a setup. Okay, so right now over here as well, you guys can see the market is falling. But over here, the market reverses and starts going higher. So I am going to be looking at this place over here, this specific spot. Okay. So what happens here is that the market, I notice that the market starts creating liquidity over here. Liquidity is, in this case, equal lows. Okay. So what's happening over here? There's going to be people's stop losses sitting below. Okay. Sell limits sitting below over here. People are thinking, okay, the market is reversing over here. Look at this, how fast it reverses. Look at all these green candles. People are going to think this is buying pressure right here. So the market is going to reverse. Okay. Who's texting me at 5 a.m.? Anyways, so the market starts creating liquidity. But what happens is, instead of continuing higher, the market breaks those lows, comes here, okay, comes lower, and then reverses in a very fast manner. Okay, this is called an impulsive move. It's impulsive. It's like that. It's sudden. Okay, so once this happens, right, what's the next thing that I notice? I notice that the previous highest highs are broken and now new higher highs are created. So this is market structure. New market structure is being created. When I see this indicates to me that the trend has reversed. Okay, the market has reversed. It wants to go higher. So now when all of this is done, okay, when all of this is done, so the first thing, again, the first thing that I look for, liquidity being created. Okay, sometimes the liquidity is not going to be created. It's just going to reverse. Okay, those are another types of setups we'll talk about in another video. So equal lows being created, market grabs those equal lows. Okay, the liquidity is being swept from here. The liquidity is grabbed from under these lows. Okay, by this move right here, by this fake selling pressure, by these fake red candles, and then the market reverses from here in a very impulsive move, in a very impulsive manner, and new market structure is created. New higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs are created. So this is a new higher low. Okay, this is a new higher high. This is a new higher low. So when I see this, okay, so the market has reversed. Am I gonna try and enter somewhere over here? Somewhere over here? No. As smart money concept traders or institutional traders, we know that the market is going to give us another opportunity in the future, and that is where we are going to enter. Okay, and so my entry is going to be, when I draw this box, my entry is probably going to be in the middle of this box. Okay, this makes sense to me because the buying now I can enter at the last selling pressure, where the last selling pressure began. I can enter over here, but does this give me a better profit to loss ratio? And by the way, my stop loss is going to be right underneath the lowest candle. Okay, so does this give me a better risk to reward ratio, or does this give me a better risk to reward ratio? This, right? So the lower I buy, the better my chances of being profitable, but the better my chances of making more profit, right? And if I lose, which is very normal, okay, losing is very normal in this business. So if I lose, right, if I lose, this gives me a smaller stop loss, which is again better than me entering over here. Okay, so in the middle of the box is where I like to enter. So I'm going to place my buying limit over here. My stop loss is going to be just beneath this red candle. Okay, just beneath this red candle, beneath its lowest low is going to be my stop loss, and my take profit. Now my take profit depends. Okay, so over here, if the market was to come down right now after creating these higher highs, if the market was to come down and my trade was triggered, my take profit was going to be the most recent highest highs, okay, which is this at this point. But by the time the market came to this, my entry, by the time the market came to this point, okay, by the time the market came to this point where my trade was, okay, my highest highs at this point were these. Okay, so when I look to the left, where is the highest high? It's right here. So this is going to be my take profit, and my stop loss, like I said, is going to be right beneath the red candle, the last red candle over here, the lowest point. That beneath that is going to be my stop loss. So when this trade got triggered, you can see that I was in a loss for a little bit. I think about 39, 40 points. And then after that, you can see that in about 10 minutes, my take profit was hit, just in a couple of minutes. And this is scalping, by the way. On the smaller time frames, the chances are that you are going to be entering a scalping trade, which means you're going to be trading for a couple of minutes or just for a couple of hours. You're not going to be in the trade for the whole day, for the whole week, for the whole month. No, that is intraday trading. That is long-term trading. I prefer scalping, which is get into the market and out of the market as soon as possible. So you can see this gives me about, I think this gave me about 6-to-1 reward to risk ratio, if I'm not wrong. It was something about 6-to-1. I remember it was not 7-to-1. But anyways, it was around 6-to-1. Don't quote me on that. So this was a very, and this is, by the way, guys, like I explained this in another way as well. So the market creates inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? This is an upside down head and shoulders. What is a normal head and shoulder pattern? It is this one. This is a shoulder. This is a head. This is another shoulder. And then this becomes a head and shoulder. So this is inverse head and shoulders. And this is an exact inverse head and shoulders. Let me show you how. You can see the market is falling down. This is a shoulder. This is a head. The market comes up. Okay. This is created another shoulder. It's not always going to be picture perfect. Okay. It's not always going to give you the most perfect looking head and shoulders, inverse or normal. It's not always going to give you a perfect one. But if you are familiar with these concepts, spotting these setups becomes very easy. If you go to my Instagram, you can see most of my trades are inverse head and shoulders. Most of my trades are inverse head and shoulders. Even today, I gave a trade signal to my friends. For the past couple of days, I've been teaching my friends how to trade. So I give them signals. And I give them a signal on one of the commodities, which I will probably share in my next video. And it was the same thing as well. Inverse head and shoulders. Market, I think, did not create liquidity, but it did create this. And then the market came up. So I always mention this, that if the market is supposed to continue lower, why does it always break this resistance, which is going to be a resistance over here? Why does it always come up here and start trading above that area? Okay, so if the market is supposed to, let's say this is a resistance. Okay, let me draw it like this. If this is a resistance, why does the market not come here, reject, and continue lower? Instead, why does the market break above the resistance and start trading above that? Why does it do that? Question yourself, okay? Ask yourself that question, and it will become very easy for you to understand that this is that this is a reversal in happening. This is a reversal in process. And so this is something that I've taught over and over again, over and over all my videos. I go through so many setups, guys, and this helps you trade very accurately. Okay, you are going to be in a drawdown for a very short time or for a very small amount of pips. This is the advantage of institutional trading, smart money concepts. It lets you go into the loss for a very short time or for a very small amount of pips, and it gives you a larger or a bigger amount of profit related to the loss. That is nothing. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. It feels very good to be back, guys, sitting in front of the computer, analyzing the charts, talking to you guys. It makes me feel as if I never left. I never went away. So I hope you guys appreciate this video. I hope you guys learn something from this. I hope it motivates you to learn more. Again, anything that I show in these videos or live streams is only for educational purposes. I am in no way telling you guys to go ahead and invest your money in this market or in any online market. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have a trading license, none of that. So I'm in no way accountable for your trading, for your mistakes, for your profits, for your losses. I'm just here to teach you. This is only for educational purposes. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you guys will be looking forward to my next videos. I will be uploading consistently now that I'm back, now that I've tasted, now that I've got a taste of the markets again. And yeah, feels good to be back. See you guys in the next video. Peace.